What's going on, guys? James Ninja here. At Call of Duty XP, the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer reveal trailer was just released. I'm going to do a short little breakdown. Well, I guess not very short. I can do a breakdown. It's not the most in-depth breakdown, but I'm doing it really quick because I want to put it out there for all my Call of Duty people, for all the Call of Duty people, the community. I feel like I can talk about some stuff. I'm obviously no expert. I'm not like up and up on every single piece of information they have on Modern Warfare 3. But I try and stay updated, and I'm going to hopefully be able to talk about a bunch of cool stuff. So without further ado, let's start this trailer. Alright, so we got this guy's class set up and the game type. So let's start off with the game type. We have Kill Confirmed, which is a new game type to Modern Warfare 3. It may be similar to other game types. I don't know. I don't know if they've released any information. This guy's primary is the M4, which is a returning gun from previous Modern Warfare games. Proficiency says Kick, if I can read that correctly. I'm not sure what that means. His secondary is the M320 GLM, which seems to be a small SMG or some type of launcher. His equipment is flash grenades and frag grenades, which is a fairly standard setup, though there is other types of equipment and other things. This is going to pan to his perk setup in just a moment, so let's head on to that. Alright, so his kill streaks are UAV at 3 kills, which is standard. At 9 kills, the AH-6 Overwatch, which you'll see in just a minute, and at 15, Juggernaut. His perks here are Recon, Quick Draw, and Stalker, which all three, well, Recon is fairly basic idea perk. You can kind of figure out what that is. And the other two are new perks to Modern Warfare 3. They might have similar effects as other perks from previous games, but they're completely new names. As you see, there's COD 4 style perks in here later on. So let's move on to the next section with the AH-6 Overwatch. So as you see there, it's A6 Overwatch, which seems to be a very large helicopter that has rockets and Gatling guns or machine guns of some sort. I'll just let you guys watch this next part real quick with the helicopter. So here you guys go. Now, as you saw there's the return of the throwing knife. Without a doubt, that was fairly obvious it was going to be in there. I don't know if it's been released or not, but throwing knife is everyone's favorite equipment, you know, just going for the cool throwing knife kills. So let's continue on with the trailer. As you can see, the AH-6 Overwatch is doing work at a 9 kill streak, kind of like the Pavlo. It seems to be unmanned. Here you can see some slow-mo sequences with the M4 and a COD 4 style red dot there. Now coming up here is an interesting part. You see he kills 2 people, or he gets killed, sorry. And as you can see, there are 2 tags. The tags of the enemy that died and the tags of the person who died. The dog tags, that is. I'm not sure what these do. They might be how you get your kill streaks. You have to pick those person's dog tags up for it to count towards your kill streak or something. It does seem you can pick up both teams' dog tags. Maybe that just prevents the other team from gaining 1 to their kill streak. If you grab dog tags from your fallen comrade, maybe it gives you points. That's also unknown to me, and it seems like an interesting concept. I believe that's how it works in Crysis 2. And yeah, so moving on, this is another class setup and another game type coming up right here. Let's go ahead and we'll check that out. So it pans in, and this guy is playing Capture the Flag with the M4 with ACOG sight. Proficiency is Focus. Again, I'm not sure what that means. His secondary is an FMG9, and he seems to have two equipments, which are Bouncing Betties and EMP grenades, which Bouncing Betties are fairly standard. You see them showcased coming up in just a second. They're fairly interesting. I like the way they work in this game. They seem pretty cool. If you remember the Modern Warfare 2 scene where all the things shoot out of the ground, you gotta prone to avoid them. They work exactly like that. The EMP grenades seem to be good for taking out sentry guns and stuff. So let's continue on and see his perks set up. Now you see he has at 7 kills airdrop trap, which works kind of like the rigged care packages. At 9 a remote turret, which is I'm assuming like a sentry gun, and 11 kills EMP like in Modern Warfare 2. Perk 1 extreme conditioning we've seen before, assassin and sit rep. Also we've seen sit rep before. Sit rep lets you see enemy equipment, and extreme conditioning is like marathon. Assassin is a new perk, or yes, a new perk. I don't know what it does. I'm looking forward to that, and as you see coming up, it is a showcase of the Bouncing Betty, so let's move on to that. As you can see, he throws the Betty down and it sticks to the ground until an enemy walks by and triggers it. Like in previous Call of Duty games, you have to walk over the Bouncing Betty or walk past the Claymore to trigger them, which is fairly standard. And as you see coming up, it seems like a pretty badass equipment, so here we go. As you can see, it pops out of the ground just like in the Modern Warfare 2 scene, and it explodes. Here's a sentry gun and what seems to be the EMP grenade, just disabling it in one hit. And you can see the guy with the flag, and here looks like more custom reticles, though I am uncertain, as I don't believe there's any other reticle showcase. That does seem to be custom of some variety, which is kind of cool because the customized sights were very cool in Black Ops and very fun to fiddle with. I hope there's more customization. And here you can see the rigged airdrop come down. He calls it in. It's called an explosive decoy by the collar guy, I guess, and there it is. You can see the skulls on it, obviously seen to your teammates, probably seen as a regular care package by the enemy. Well, obviously seen as a regular care package by the enemy. 7 kills might be a little high for my liking, but it's really preference, I guess. And coming up is what you hear, a sniper shot. If you guys go back and listen to that sniper shot, it sounds kind of like the M40 from Call of Duty 4 to me, but I guess that's kind of just me. I guess everyone else has their own opinion. It does sound like a previous Call of Duty gun. And here's another game where the guy is using the ACR 6.8. His proficiency is focus. His secondary is the XM25. He has claymores and some other equipment, and as you can see, this is a very bright, sunny kind of map. I didn't really talk about the maps that were previous, but it does kind of remind me of a favela type feel, though not exactly the same, obviously. But it does seem kind of like favela with the brightness and the houses and the tight corners. So I'm expecting more maps like that. It's kind of the Modern Warfare style. I enjoy those maps, and let's continue on to his perk setup. As you can see, his 9 kill streak is Ballistic Vest, followed by 10 at Recon Drone, and 14 by Stealth Bomber. Stealth Bomber I'm assuming is the same. 10 Recon Drone I'm assuming is going to be very similar to Blackbird, and Ballistic Vest is unknown to me. I can't really put a finger on what it could do. His perk number 1 is Recon, we've seen before. Perk number 2 is Blast Shield, which obviously works like the Blast Shield in Modern Warfare 2, or Flak Jacket. And perk 3 is Dead Silence, which is a perk from Call of Duty 4, which is the equivalent to Ninja. It silences your footsteps and probably increases other footsteps when you get it pro. So let's continue on to this gameplay. I'll let you guys just watch it. It's pretty sick, full of explosions. Here we go. As you can see, there goes the Stealth Bomber. Now, as you can see there, that looks like a remote turret of some sort. It's moving around the map, shooting at enemies. You can see a regular old-style red dot, and you can hear what seems to be an intervention if you look at it actually, but I'm not certain if that is. Now here's a new class. You can see the ACR 6.8, proficiency attachments 2, so there is some way to have 2 attachments. His secondary is the Dragonov. That could be due to a perk, or maybe you can have sniper rifle secondaries. As you can see, one of his equipments is the throwing knife, which we've already seen before, and the game type is Ground War, which is a very popular game type that is returning to Modern Warfare 3 from just about every previous Call of Duty game since Call of Duty 4, or maybe even 3. I don't have too much experience on Call of Duty 3, so let's move on to his perks. Here's where we find out about pro perks, and you can have them. And it showcases a couple new perks to Modern Warfare 3, or perks we've seen before as well. As you can see, he has Scavenger Pro, which is fairly obvious due to Modern Warfare 2. Steady Aim Pro, also also very obvious, sorry. And Marksman Pro, which I'm assuming lets you hold your breath longer or steadies the scope easier or something like that. As you can see, his perk 1 is Blind Eye Pro, which I'm unsure of. Overkill Pro, which is obviously the two primary weapons, and his third perk is Sitrep Pro, which I'm not sure what the Pro version does, but we all know Sitrep lets you see enemy equipment. And I'll let you guys watch the rest of this gameplay and the outro to the reveal. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could leave a like and a comment on anything I might have missed, that would be great. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.